So I know we like to look at photos of actual roofs, so let's do that for a few slides and look at all our options a couple more times. So both of these are good examples of built-up roofs with just a flood coat, no gravel, no elastomeric coatings. One on the left looks pretty good, I'd have to say, and if I'm honest, that's probably the exception, especially if it ends up as a claim, right? But then we have the one on the right, definitely showing its age, probably a better depiction of most built-up roofs. All right, let's look at a couple others. Both of these examples are those types with the gravel on them as that top coat embedded in that flood coat. Notice they could be multiple colors. It's not all they're not all the same. The one on the right looks really good overall, at least in this overview shot like that. And one on the left's not too bad either. It's showing some areas where the gravel has been disturbed by some other means. Likely those areas would be of the first concern because they're exposing the asphalt, which may start to fail or deteriorate a little bit more prematurely than the rest of that roof. And finally, a couple more examples of roofs with that elastomeric coating on it. One on the right's better than the one on the left, but it too is showing some deterioration and cracking if you look closely. And that's pretty typical, right? So with those few examples, you can see the wide diversity of both types and conditions of these types of built-up roofs that are showing up on the claims. All right, so like we did with built-up roofs, let's look at some actual mod bit roof installs. Both of these roofs look really good, have that granule coated style, which as reminders, probably the most common type we see. Determining the adherence method might be a little trickier. Might need to get some help making that determination if it matters. Here's a couple more. Looking to the one on the right, you can see the adhesive kind of squeezing out between the layers. So we know that's not self-stick or peel and stick, right? Probably not hot mopped. We didn't mention hot mopping, but it is an option. You just don't see it very often. So this roof could either be cold adhesive, which I think that's probably what it is, or it could be where they've really over torched it and squeezed out a little bit as well. Then on the left, we kind of have a mashup, right? Smooth surface mod bit on the left, kind of butts up against the granule surface mod bit on the right. Seems odd, but as you know, and you're going to see more photos of, just about any combination is possible on these commercial roofs. If I didn't mention it earlier, if we did have that smooth surface mod bit, they really should add a coating to it, right, to protect it from the UV. And often that would be an aluminum or reflective type paint, possibly even elastomeric coating we talked about with those built up roofs. Looks like that one might have had a coating on at one point. Looks like it's kind of wearing out if they did.